Hello, Dr. Jane here with a tip for you, or a tool actually, if you have trouble saying no, even when you really, really want to. It's called SHIFT, which stands for See How I Feel Then. And it is an awesome way to practice um, saying what you really want versus yes, because you have to say yes. So I'll give you the story of how this started. Back when I believed I had to be super nice and say yes all the time because that's how I was going to be loved. That's who I had to be loved. I started realizing that it really wasn't working. I was saying yes and then being resentful. I was saying yes and being absolutely exhausted, it not being the best thing for me, but I gave my word, so I had to do it because my word, is super important. And if I said yes, I had to stick to it, even if it wasn't good for me. So some of my dear friends who I just love that they will do these things, we decided to do something called SHIFT, which stands for See How I Feel Then. And it was awesome. If I wasn't sure I wanted to do something, I wasn't saying, oh yes, I'm sure it'll be fine. Or no, I can't possibly because I just can't. So what I would say is, I'm a maybe, I'm going to see how I feel then. Now, what really made this work for me, because I didn't want to leave anybody in the lurch, is I would say, if it's really important for you that somebody be there, I'm not the person to ask. I'm going to be a maybe up until like right before the event, and I'm going to see how I feel then. If it's okay if I come or not, great. If you want somebody else for sure, then I'm not your person. And so they knew what the deal was. I knew what the deal was. And I was able to give myself full permission to do it if I wanted to do it, if it felt good, if it felt in my integrity, it felt within my energy level, then I was all in, no resentment. It was great. I had the best time that year. One, because then I had the choice to say no when it was really useful for me to say no. And it had the added effect that if I showed up, people absolutely knew I wanted to be there. There was no question. It wasn't out of obligation. I was not going to be resentful. I was all in. So if you want to be able to say no a little more, but saying no, just like, no, I don't want to, feels a little too hard, start with shifting. Let people know you're shifting. Let yourself know you're shifting, and see the magic that can occur when you do something because you want to, and it helps you and it helps them, versus not being good for you and therefore not being really good for them. Because frankly, who wants something to do with something for them out of resentment, or if they're exhausting themselves? That's not the kind of person we want to try to please. So if this tool is useful for you, please share the love and send it on to somebody who would also like a little help in saying no more. In the meantime, take very good care. Bye.